go. Good morning and welcome to the first episode of Coffee with Stream. I'm so excited to get started on our new live streaming show Mondays through Thursdays at 8 a.m. Eastern. Excited to see everyone. There's been a lot of changes, but excited to get going. Since this is the first time of the show, I want to explain to you guys what this is all about. The goal of the show is to distract you while you may be stuck at a cubicle in the classroom or even at home. I just want to provide this show Mondays through Thursdays at 8 a.m. Eastern as a way to distract you, get you going, maybe provide some background noise, whatever it is. Excited to have you. Put a lot of work into the new format of the show, and I'm excited to see everyone here, especially since the schedule's been such a drastic change. And there's been some other changes too. One, you can tell the layout's completely different. We're using OBS instead of XSplit, which if that means nothing to you, it's hopefully going to be the whole goal in switching from XSplit to OBS is to make it a better experience for you guys with less lag. And sure the news is going on down low. So yeah, I'm really excited to get going. A lot of schedule changes, but my name's Dan Gheesling, and we're going to be here Mondays through Thursdays at 8 a.m. Eastern. Now, before we get started, I want to know where you got see the chat's going, which is awesome. You guys can now see it right there. And the reason we're doing that is for people that can't make it live, that want to watch this later on. Which, when we made the switch in stream schedule, that was one of the major feedbacks that I got. People that couldn't make it, that still wanted to be a part of the community, wanted the chat on screen. So I'm always going to be taking your feedback into consideration. So I want to know where you guys are watching from, because that'll give me an idea of what time it is for you. Because I'd imagine there's people from all over. Some people it's what is it, a little after 8 right now, and other people could be a little after 5. But a couple of things I want to explain before we get started. Good morning, Vicky. Shinto is watching from Cali. Wow, that means it is a real 5 a.m. Coach Ganges from Syracuse. Miranda's from Oklahoma. That's Central. Major Ryan is watching from work. Indiana. Hamilton. I'm guessing Hamilton, Ontario. Garbonix is from North Carolina. Delaware. New Brunswick, Canada. Home in Charlotte, North Carolina. Watching from work. Smiley face. Eastern time. Jules is watching from Vermont. Nice. Hurricane Saints watching from Seattle. So that's 5 a.m. for you. Nice. Before we get started and really get into the show, I just want to make sure the levels are good. Can you guys hear the music without it drowning stuff out? Lunchtime. Badgie, where are you watching from? If it's lunchtime there. California, 5 a.m. cuddling with your girlfriend. That's not bad. They have a stream up while cuddling with your girlfriend. Morpheus is watching from Sweden. That's crazy. Zoa, we're broadcasting from, this is actually Union Lake, Michigan, which is outside of Detroit. So Detroit, Michigan, probably what you would have heard of. All right, cool. So levels are good. So let's get into this. Now, one other thing I want to mention, since we're on OBS, and all the graphics. This is like the graphics you see. This is about as much as I can flex my muscles with Adobe Photoshop. So there's graphics being designed by a professional company. But I wanted to get it going, and so this is about the extent of my Adobe Photoshop skills. Good morning, Steph. Welcome to the show. You're getting another big snowstorm today. That is not strong to quite strong. Carnage, what is up, sir? You can't hear since you're in class at the moment. That's kind of awesome. So I'm actually going to respond in chat. Say, you are watching in class. That is incredible. Just make sure to get good grades. All right. But let's go ahead and get started. So today's opening day, not only for the show, but also for Major League Baseball. And in terms of Major League Baseball, it's a big day and it's exciting, and all the ballparks usually sold out. And I know in Detroit it's a big deal. The opening day is until tomorrow, I believe. I think it's today. I don't know. Either way, this is like the second best baseball day of the year. You know, I know there's some baseball fans maybe watching right now. I'm just not that into baseball, but I'm a big fan of opening day and playoff baseball. Everything in between, there's so many games. And unless like you're individually attached to a team, it's really hard to get into, at least for me. But I do root for the Tigers. You're a New York fan, huh? All right. So I think that's kind of a cool deal where it's, you know, no matter how horrible or awesome your team is, if you guys have never been to an opening day, you should consider going because it's really exciting. You know, there's a lot of people that are just there for the experience, and it's kind of, at least in Detroit, it's unlike anything I've ever seen before. You know what's better than opening day? March Madness. It's opening day. March Madness is close to opening day, except when your team gets eliminated, which you guys don't know. I went to Michigan State University. You can kind of see that football right there. It's a Michigan State football because I used to coach football there as a graduate assistant. But the Spartans lost, so it was a rough day yesterday. But UConn is a phenomenal team. All right, so just wanted to briefly give a shout out to opening day because it's a big day. The other thing I want to mention to you guys is that, as you guys can see, this is all over here. This is going on right now on Twitter. So when we get to different segments, and if you want to contribute during different segments of the show, there's you can use the hashtag #CoffeeWithStream, or you can tweet me directly. If there's anything in particular interesting that you think that's been going on in gaming you think we should talk about during the beginning part of the show, tweet it to me. Pictures are phenomenal, so if there's anything you want to share. But let's go ahead and get into the news right away. We're not going to get in the news just yet. I stand corrected. I just want to give you guys a little weekend update of what's been going on. Hold on, I want to catch up to you guys. You got to get your mini trash talk in before the show. The Phillies are playing my boys today. Who's your boys? You're lucky to have a Division I college baseball team close by, so you get to see them for pretty cheap. Do you live near Chapel Hill? That's what I'm guessing. And a big thank you, guys. I see American Man and Ryan and Garrett Barker, a.k.a. Garbonics. Thank you guys so much for tweeting about the show and the stream. I really appreciate that. It helps to spread the word and grow what we have going on here. Texas Rangers, got it. Yeah, if you guys are enjoying the music, Zoa, if you're enjoying the music, be sure to check out Family Jewels 7X. We will be playing exclusively only Family Jewels 7X music on this show because, number one, he's incredible, and number two, we have permission. So if you see, sometimes you see other streamers playing like Tupac. No, they won't be playing Tupac, otherwise I'd be watching them all the time. But they're playing like Nickelback. You can't play that on stream. It's like flirting with the danger. And personally, I don't want to flirt with Heisenberg. I don't want to get pinched. And so we just like to keep things on the up and up here. Because ultimately, if you are streaming music that you don't have the license to, you could get the hammer of justice dropped on your head. And we put a lot of work in the community here in developing the show. We don't want our hammer of justice dropped on our head. Claimed. Nice. You want to claim the coffee mug. Which, by the way, since we are drinking coffee, I just want to be completely honest with you guys. I'm a 2-cup-a-day kind of guy, so this is my first one. We'll have the second one. You know, we'll pour that live and whatnot, but after 2 cups of coffee, you don't want to know who I am. So we're just going to leave it at that. But, anyways, is it me or do I have a white haze over me? That white haze is real. So, okay, so let's get into this. So I want to give you guys some updates of what's been going on. You just want to say hi, Chris LaRusso. I wonder if you're related to Daniel LaRusso. You just want to say hi. I don't even drink coffee. Gaming Tech 2014. Follow this site. Help my school group. All right, I'll check that out later on this afternoon, sir. All right. So I just want to give you guys kind of an update of what kind of happened this weekend, because why not? And one of the things that happened this weekend has to do with my little fur child named Frank. And if you guys don't know who Frank is, he is a 4.5-year-old Maltipoo, and that's what his face looks like. He's been immortalized in the chat. He has his own. He's really become a verb in the community. Which is synonymous with the F word. But anyways, Frank's a good dog. And long story short, we went to Chelsea and I. Chelsea's aunt had a surprise-ish 60th birthday party. So we go to 60th birthday party. I was at the office. She was speaking, because that's what my wife does. And so we met at the party. And I went home and checked on Frank, feed him, and then put him in his crate. Because Frank, he's crate trained. And I know some people don't like that. For us, that works. And for him, that works. He has a nice crate. He's got a plush pillow. It's like his domain. He likes going in there from time to time. So whenever we're if we're ever not home, you know, for an extended period of time, like more than 15 minutes, he goes in his crate and he just enjoys himself a nice rest. Well, so I go home before the party, feed him, put him in his crate, and then I get to the party a little early, and Chelsea meets me at the party, and then and I guess she stopped home before. And when she gets to the party, she goes, "Oh, are you doing some new training with Frank?" Because I've been working with Frank with, I don't know if you guys have ever seen, there's like clicker training. It sounds exactly like that. And you reinforce what the dog's supposed to do. You hit this button, it's like a clicking noise, and you give him a treat. So it's like, I'm always trying new training things with Frank. And, what's up, level 81 Pikachu? So anyways, she thinks I'm doing this new training, so she's like, "Frank's out." And I'm thinking, okay, here we're at this party, and I know we're going to be there for a couple hours, so I know Frank's got free roam of the house. And the thing about Frank is he can't handle that much freedom. I think he spontaneously combusts and forgets all of his training. So usually when that happens, when we don't leave him in the crate, he leaves his presence around the house, just as a reminder to put him in his crate. So we get home, and the two stories are kind of blending together. So we get home, and I get home and watch The Walking Dead. And before I get home to watch The Walking Dead, I'm looking around, and 15 minutes is an extended period of time. Yes, because when anything over 15 minutes, he can't handle that freedom. So that's what happens, Steph. So, anyways, so I get over The Walking Dead. I'm thinking, okay, I know Frank's going to greet me at the door because he's not in his cage. Or crate, because crate sounds a little more humane. And, why do they even call it a crate? Let's just be called a cage. But, so anyways, so I get home, Frank greets us, look around the house, don't see anything. So I'm like, all right, maybe he's matured a little bit, he can handle the freedom. And, because he was gone probably, we were gone a few hours. And so sit down, started watching Walking Dead. Not going to talk anything about The Walking Dead because one of the rules here on the channel and in the chat is we don't talk about spoilers. So I don't want to get to that. I enjoyed the episode. And so I'm watching the episode, getting really into it. Some major stuff's going down. I'm sitting back. And, out of the corner of my eye, see something. And, there's an intense moment going on in The Walking Dead. And I'm like, okay, what is this? I'm really focused. And then the commercial break, I look over, and there was a hidden present. And so, I guess to wrap up the story, I walk over, and it was a present from Frank. It was an extra large present. And I looked at it. Then I looked at him. And I looked at it. I looked at him, and his ears kind of went back. He knows. He's an extremely smart dog. And there's nothing I could do. It's like, I felt like working on the dog training with Frank, it was my fault. So I couldn't, penalize him for it. And it was way after the fact. So I guess what I'm learning about Frank is that he's extremely intelligent. He knows what he did wrong, but I'm guessing, we talked about giving him too much freedom. I think he explodes and he can't handle it. And so I guess that's my job, and I'll give you guys updates in the training on Frank as we go on. He's just, I've got to stay on top of them. Those hidden presents are the ones that get you. But he did leave landmines, and the XL present was actually where he left it. There's a chair, and then behind the chair on our main floor, there's like stairs going down. He left it. It was like in between the chair and the stairs going down. So I didn't even see the full thing out of the corner of my eye. I saw this like little nugget, if you will. But anyways, so that was a Frank story I wanted to share with you guys, and I'll keep you updated on Frank. You should toilet train him. That's if I could toilet train a dog. Like if someone could toilet train a dog, I've actually seen toilet trained cats on Shark Tank before, but if someone could toilet train a dog, that would be incredible. So if you ever see that on YouTube or anything like that, please tweet it to me, because that would something that's definitely going to make the show, because that would be incredible. Anyway, so I wanted to share that with you. The Frank bombs are real. But let's go ahead and the other thing I wanted to tell you guys, I had another story for you guys. So the way that kind of the show is going to start up is because, you know, we kind of got to wake up. So it's going to be like story time, and story time goes into news. The news will kind of blend into the game. That Frank nugget. The worst part about toilet trained dogs is they can't flush. No opposable thumbs. Actually, the training that I'm thinking of Meet the Parents. Meet the Parents that has the cat that can flush. Blue Bombers, what is up? Welcome to Coffee with Stream. So, alright, so the other story I wanted to share with you guys, not even a story, but just something that, you know what is a story. So with the new schedule, like to get started at 8 a.m., it's not, you don't just wake up and hit the go button and be here at 8 a.m. because I actually stream from an office. So with the new schedule, I get up early. I set 2 alarms, and I set 2 alarms on my iPhone. It's a 4S, and I set one for 5:45 a.m. and I set another one for 6:05 a.m. So 5:45 is like the time I should get up. 6:05 is like emergency time, wake up. So long story short, I get up early. Well, before I go to bed, I plug in, you know, I have this new case, and because my iPhone is so old, it has like the battery life of a small squirrel. So the charge lasts about, I don't know, half a day. So there's this new case called a Mophie that I got, and what happens is, you can see that's a picture of me in Chelsea. So what happens is you can hit a switch on this case, and I don't know if you can see on the bottom, but it actually like charges the phone. So there's like, the case holds a charge and the phone holds a charge, so it essentially doubles the battery life. So instead of a half a squirrel, it's like got the power of 2 squirrels on a treadmill. So anyways, but the problem is, like, it doesn't use the normal iPhone charger. So you plug it in here with the USB. So last night I go to plug it in, starts charging, and I'm a little paranoid because, you know, today's a big day. I wanted to make sure that everything went over on time. I got here a little bit earlier. So I went to plug it in, and I lay down in the bed, and I'm like, something doesn't seem right. So I went in to check where my phone is, because my phone, like, on the other side of the room, and the plug had fallen out because, you know, with the battery case a little bit heavier. So I'm like, okay, that's weird. I plug it in again, go to sleep. I really didn't sleep that well because I was fired up about this morning. Wake up, and the phone didn't charge all overnight. The thing fell out again. I'm like, okay, so that's twice the cord fell out here. What the heck, you know? So get up early. First thing I do, I go, Waldrish, what is up, sir? So I get up, and then I work out. But before I worked out, I jammed. I took the charger in the kitchen, plugged it in the wall, and like I literally jammed the charger in here. So there's no way this thing's coming away. Like, it fooled me twice. That's it. Jammed the charger in there so it could charge while I was working out. So go work out. Which, by the way, is part of the reason that, you know, with the new stream schedule, you can work out a little more. And, you know, I got it. My goal is to cut about 8 pounds. I'm at 173 now, which I should be about 165. But anyways, so jam it in there, work out, got 2 miles in quick, came up, And I was gonna say S you not, but we keep the show clean for the kids. I crap you not, the phone is unplugged. And I'm like, how is this possible? Like, I literally jammed it in there. I made sure everything was flat, but the cord was loose and it was out. So I'm like, I'm dumbfounded because now I'm like at like 40% charge. The extra battery's not charged. Whatever. Not that big of a deal, but so I go up, shower, get ready. You know, it's fairly early at this point. You know, I say goodbye to Chelsea, and she goes, she's like half asleep, and she goes, "You're loud." I'm like, what? You know, and I know when Chelsea's waking up, she doesn't make a whole lot of sense. She goes, "You're loud," and I go, what? She goes, "Your alarm is loud." So, you know, I just kind of dismiss it. I'm like, she's kind of like half awake in like zombie mode. And then from there, like I go down, pack my lunch, she kind of comes down and she goes, "Your alarm was loud, so I went down and unplugged the charger." And I'm thinking like, number one, what a jerk for, you know, I told you I had the 6:05 alarm, for letting that go off while my wife is sleeping upstairs. And number two, I still haven't gone through a night with this phone charging, but I felt horrible because she like looked at me and she's like, she definitely wasn't amused. You know, sometimes you get the look if you have a significant other, they look at you and you're just like, they don't even need to say anything, you just know you did something wrong. So, moral of the story, skip one new game purchase and buy a new phone. I know, so I think I'm going to be getting the iPhone 5 at some point, but anyways, I don't know if this phone's ever going to charge, but I wanted to share that with you guys. So I figure it's the troll case, but actually when it works, this thing's pretty sweet because it's like you have a second battery life. Sometimes you get the look. But okay, enough about updates. Lisa G, awesome. Blake, Dan Flores says, "I don't drink coffee, but I will drink milk instead." What? You guys are always making fun of how I say milk. Just wait 8 months, the iPhone 7 will be out. All right. So, okay, next thing, let's transition into the news segment. And let's go ahead and do that. At some point, we might have like a fancy like transition with like music. But for now, Blake King says, "Yep, you've gotten that look." And if you've gotten the look before, you know what I'm talking about. It's just one of those like, you don't have to say anything. Like, I know, like, I get it. This is horrible. Like, you had to get up, walk down the stairs, turn off an alarm, then go back and go to sleep. And that's, like, precious sleep time. I get it. But anyways, Chelsea's reaction to 8-month serious eye roll. What? All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to transition into the news. So let's go ahead and get that fired up. Milk does it baddie good. Give me 1 second here. This is, like I said, there's some things we got to figure out in terms of OBS, but this is one of them. Okay, so one of the things we're going to talk about here is not that. There we go. Okay. So we're talking about the new releases coming out, you know, the noteworthy releases that's coming out this week for new games. Okay, so this is the highlighted one. We'll get to that last. But so this week, Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate Deluxe Edition is coming out for the consoles. And thoughts on Batman? I know some people love that game. The first one was okay. I didn't get that far through it, but I know they screwed something up in Origins. Just like, I felt like Origins just came out, and it's like, here comes another deluxe edition. I think it's digital only, but I just felt like it was worth talking about because I know people obsess over that game, but I guess Origins is not the highlight of them all. Another game that is coming out this week is Goat Simulator. I know some people on Twitch has been streaming it. To me, that's like the ultimate troll game. I think it's very novel. I've saw a couple people play it, but I don't think it's anything that I would ever play. It just doesn't appeal to me. But I think it's kind of cool that someone came out with that. But I just hope we don't see a flood of farm animals. Another thing is coming out, Metroid Fusion for the Wii U Virtual Console, which if I had a Wii U, I would definitely be getting Metroid Fusion. Seems like a really cool game. And speaking of opening day, And eventually what I want to do, just so you guys know, eventually what I want to do is I want to have the news go up here, but I still got to figure out how to do that in OBS. But anyways, so, and I want to see the chat here too. This is an issue. Anyways, so that's taking notes on how to change this up. So MLB The Show, MLB 14 The Show comes out this week for consoles, which those of you guys who love opening day, there's actually a streamer that does a lot of streaming of MLB 14 The Show, which is actually somewhat entertaining. And he does a really good job with it, but just you wouldn't think that baseball would be fun to watch on stream, but he does a good job, and it may be on YouTube too. But anyways, so that's coming out this week. Halo Spartan Assault on PC, I thought that was noteworthy, worth mentioning, but never been a Halo guy. The other thing I didn't know was coming out was Warhammer 40k Storm of Vengeance, coming out for PC and iOS on April 3rd, and apparently it's like a mix of like a tower-esque defense game. And I just think that universe is really cool, so I'm probably going to check that out, most likely for my iPad mini. And then this is the big one. The FTL expansion comes out on April 3rd, along with the iOS version. So I think the iOS version is going to be awesome, especially if you're on the road traveling. And it kind of makes me want to get back into it and actually beat the game. It's I'm a big fan of, the space genre, and at some point we got to get back to beat that. And I can see that popping up on stream at some point. Then the big one, of course, is what we're going to be playing today, which is Elder Scrolls Online. So I got everything set up for that. Excited. We'll be talking about Elder Scrolls Online a little bit more before we get into the gaming segment. But I felt it was important to come on camera and say that Elder Scrolls is very important. So, anyways, all right, so let's get to the rest of the news. Another thing that I thought was interesting that popped up was I saw this on Polygon. There's a new MMO coming out, or it just started in development, and it's called Shards. And essentially what Shards Online is it was developed from a bunch of guys who developed Ultima Online, and anyone that has watched the stream before knows that I am obsessed with Ultima Online. In terms of what it provided back in the day, there were no rules to that MMO. You could do whatever you wanted. You could strike someone down, take all their stuff, and I never did that. But, when you're out in the open, like out in the wild or exploring, like there was a real opportunity to get destroyed, and there was kind of a real fear. But anyway, so this new game Shards is being developed, and essentially what it is it's a new MMO that's developed without any rules. There's player run, and the way they're talking about setting it up is players can run their own servers very, very easily, so you can set your own rules and things like that. Now, to me, it sounds cool, but the thing I'd like to see is this on a mass scale, where it's like players don't have that type of control over their own servers, but maybe there's one huge server, which I know is not realistic, where you can do whatever you want in the game. And I thought it was interesting, worth mentioning, because anytime I see anything pop up, in my news feed about Ultima Online, I always like talking about it, because what Shards, their developers are quoted saying is they're trying to capture the feeling of Ultima Online. And it's actually interesting, in the article I read, was on Polygon. They said one of their favorite memories of Ultima Online was burning a city to the ground. Now, you couldn't physically do that, but there's things you could do to destroy, like, player-run cities and things like that. So anyways, I thought that was kind of cool. And then the last thing I want to talk about in terms of gaming news, I saw this, it was kind of worth mentioning, is I'm a big fan of Risk, and of course Nintendo games. And so this guy in Peru developed Mario-themed Risk. Now, I'm sure licensing-wise he's going to get destroyed, but I think it's cool nonetheless. So each territory is based on worlds from Super Mario World. So like Party Island, Chocolate Island, Force of Illusion, Donut Plains, which I don't really remember any of those except for Donut Plains, because it's been a while. So I thought that was kind of cool. It's unique, but obviously there's licensing issues with that. I just thought it was cool and wanted to talk about it. Now, the other part, so it's kind of our gaming news. The other thing, part of the thing I wanted to do with this show was bring in some real, I don't want to say real world, some outside gaming news. And my idea with this is I want to have like awesome person of the day or awesome news of the day, and then kind of the jabroni of the day. And I don't have the names down yet, so if any point in time, if I'm horrible at naming, which tomorrow on the show I'm going to talk about how we came up with the name for the show. I'm writing that down now. But at any point, if you think of, okay, this person is the jabroni of the day, or you want to nominate someone for the jabroni of the day, I just want to use a different term other than jabroni, just tweet me using the hashtag coffeewithstream, and sometimes we'll include your guys' content on the show. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into let's go ahead and get into the jabroni of the day. And I use the term jabroni loosely on this one because it's going to be a little sensitive. But okay, so here we go. We see a picture of, why did that do that again? I don't want you guys to see that top bar. Give me 1 second. There we go. There we go. This is how it's supposed to look. I need to figure out how to fix this on OBS. Anyways, okay, jabroni of the day. So we see this woman, she's fairly cute, and she's holding up a picture of Jennifer Lawrence. So, this woman is she's 30 years old. She's a dog trainer. Things come full circle here. We talk about Frank's dog training. She's a wife and a mother. And it was her goal to go on a 4-week journey to become Jennifer Lawrence. Okay, it doesn't sound anything too crazy just yet. So what she paid $25,000 to do this, and she's becoming Jennifer Lawrence in her physical appearance. Now, for me, I don't want to say for me, but so she's essentially undergoing 6 plastic surgeries to look like Jennifer Lawrence. Now, to me, I don't know. Am I against plastic surgery? No. If someone wants to spend money and change their appearance, awesome. But I just don't get why you would want to look exactly like someone else. And it's interesting in the article that I read, they said that, number one, that you shouldn't be critical of, and people on the internet should be critical of people that are not. But bottom line is, if you have money, you want to get plastic surgery, do whatever you want. And I'm looking to you guys in the chat for this. I'm just looking for an explanation as to why you'd want to look exactly like someone else. I think part of the cool thing about everyone, whether it's your likes, dislikes, how you look, is everyone is extremely unique. And so I always thought it'd be difficult if you had like a twin. Like, you're really not that unique except for your personality. But Transformation Monday. So she has more work to do because she doesn't look like her at all. And that's what the person in the article said. And I don't say this like lightly, but I don't get it. Like, why would you you could do so many other things with 25 grand than make yourself look like a celebrity. I don't know. I don't get it. So I don't, you hate to say something like that's jabroni. I just want to, that's my confusion of the day. I saw that and I'm just like, I just don't get that. And I think there's like a reality show at some point. Reality shows, where they this is a promoted thing, and I just think it takes us back a half a step. Anyways, let's get into the good news. So that's I guess the jabroni-esque of the day, but we lost it again. Okay, here's the good news of the day, which will be where we cap things off here. How about the family jewel stuff? There we go. Okay, so quick story behind this. Pizza delivery guy. This story's from Reddit. Tipping's really important, and I have a tipping question for you when this is over. But tipping, food service or delivery guys or girls or waitresses, waiters, whatever. Tipping's really important because I know that waiters and waitresses, they get paid below minimum wage because of the tips they depend on. So long story short, this guy delivers pizza, and the total comes out. He delivers to a family, and it seems like a nice family. Delivers it, and the total charges are $22.67. I think it's for how many ever pizzas. And the family goes to him, gives him $23 and says keep the change. So the bill is $22.67. They give him $23 and they say keep the change. And I'm laughing because I'm thinking of like Home Alone when the guy does that. And so enjoy your 33-cent tip. I'm like, can you imagine that? Number one, if you're delivering pizza and I'm sure when they said keep the change, they're like smiling, they're not like the real life troll. So he gets back to his car. It's like, what the heck is going on? And so the next day, these people, they go and they deliver this card to the guy at the pizza place, which I thought was pretty cool. So, here's them making fun of themselves with a $20 tip. And they say, okay, well, maybe I don't really have a cupcake for you. The outside of the card said there's a cupcake. But how about the tip from last night? We would like to apologize for our impaired math skills and thank you for the work you do. We appreciate it immensely, Tom and Jen. So these people made a huge mistake, number one. They recognize it, poke fun at themselves, number two, which is awesome. And number three, they go on and rectify the situation and make the pizza guys best day ever. So to me, I thought this was a cool story because, how many times have we maybe, not you guys, but just throwing it out there, how many times have we might have maybe not tipped as well as we should have, or not taken care of the person, or if we had a bad day, maybe we're kind of a jerk to the waiter or waitress, which, by the way, if you're in the dating world, and we're getting a little off topic, but if you're ever dating someone and they're a jerk to the waiter or waitress, on a consistent basis, run, because that's just a little inkling. Anyways, my question for you guys is, the one thing on tipping I'm confused about, that I really want to see what you guys do, is if you get carry out. So you say it's a Chinese place, you order carry out, you walk in, you pick it up, and when you run your credit card, they give you a receipt, and it says, XYZ, here's your charge, there's a spot for tip, and then total on carry out. I want to know, simple, you can put yes or no. Yes, you tip on carry out, or no, you don't. And if you do, are you supposed to? I've tweeted that out before. I just don't understand if you're supposed to do that. And that's the one thing with tipping that I kind of feel awkward with, because I don't know if you're supposed to do it. Sometimes I do it. I'd say I probably do it 25% of the time. Coach Gander says you tip 20%, sometimes more if the service is awesome. You pay a couple bucks in the jar for carryout. Okay, so you do tip on carryout. Stacy says you always tip on carryout. Tim C says no. I could see it going either way. I'm just no. We got a lot of no's. I don't know if you're supposed to, but I didn't one time. The guy looked like I ran over his puppy. It's super awkward. It is super awkward because there's this blank space. I think there needs to be an established. Is anyone here a waiter or waitress? That would be a great person to ask. Tip on carryout. You never heard of that. Unless it's a local coffee shop, I'll tip for their time to make something. Rye says no. What did they do to deserve this? And the thing that they do is, so they put in the order and then they package it for you and bring it to you, which is kind of what a delivery guy does. If I have to drive there, get out of my car and go inside to get it, why should you tip the cashier? Good point. Delivery, yes. Carry out, no. Your cousin was a carry out waitress. She got paid the same as other waitresses. You tip $100 if they wink. That's not creepy. Just joking. Not joking. Kind of creepy. Your girlfriend tips all the time. But so they don't spit in your food, but the food's already made. So the spit's either there or not. Should you tip the McDonald's guy then? They have to package it too. Good point. Good point. If it's carry out, then aren't they getting paid normal wages though? Another good point. Okay, so now we're getting down to steps. Yeah, well, they bring it to a couple steps, whereas you have to drive there, and the waiter walks it out to you. Okay, here's this Quick Man X. This is a well thought out response. They all have been well thought out. You'd say no because then you'd be tipping for everything, books, movies, etc. It's the same as me paying and taking percentage for a tip for giving them my business. Okay. All right, so you totally remove steps from the equation. You tip $100 if they say they need it for plastic surgery to look like Jennifer Lawrence. And I think that's a great way to close out our news segment. Oh, that's too much. So I don't think we've come to a conclusion on whether or not you should tip on carryout. But you tip $100 if they say, oh, I already read that one. I was reading the next one. If they make less than minimum wage, you should tip. How do you know that, though? If you order a salad, they make it. At McDonald's? Okay, level 81 Pikachu, you work at Tim Hortons. The only people you get tips from are regular customers. Silver Stang, depends on how much they have to do to put in the bag. Red Lobster usually has a big bag with a lot of containers. I usually tip Red Lobster if it's a big order. 1 bag of Chinese, no. Tim Hortons for the win. Okay, so looks like we've developed some criteria for for tipping. 1, if you have to walk out to get it. 2, how much work they have to put into bagging it. And 3, the amount of containers they have to. Dan, the movie Waiting, you'll think twice about being mean to people. Get real intrusive with it. Ask how much they make and tip accordingly. I guess you could say, I mean, if that's a determining factor for them, be like, hey, do you make minimum wage? And then, which is an awkward question in the first place, but. Should you tip the person who washes your hair before you get a haircut? People wash your hair before you get a haircut? Living that plush life. All right, and we're going to end with this one. To me, it seems crazy that restaurants are allowed to pay less than minimum wage. I can see what you're saying, because they're gambling with those person's wages. All right. So hope you guys enjoyed the news segment. Let's go ahead and you wash your hair. So what we're going to be playing for a significant amount of time, I want to dedicate some time to playing Elder Scrolls Online. And, wow, we've been talking a lot. Play some Elder Scrolls Online, because my goal is to find the MMO that we can all play together. Now, currently, the debate came down to Elder Scrolls Online or World of Warcraft. And someone made a comment, I believe on Dan Ditch's Friday. They said, Dan, you can play Elder Scrolls now, and if you don't like it, you know WoW's going to be there. With the caveat that when Star Citizen comes out, it's going to be probably takeover. But anyways, so we're gonna dedicate some time to Elder Scrolls Online. And when I say dedicate some time, I'm thinking, you know, we got to get to at least level 10 and beyond and try it with a bunch of different characters, because I've heard a couple things about Elder Scrolls Online. One is that it's very, very important to find the type of class you like to play. And I haven't gone ahead and done any research. I figure we can do that kind of live on what I'm going to play, and because that's going to determine it. And also, Elder Scrolls Online is a little slow. This is from everything I read, and it's going to take a little while to get to the point where you feel like you can make a clear judgment on this. So, let's go ahead and get into this. Big thank you to Family Jewel 7X for the music. If you don't listen to them, we're going to turn that down for a little bit right now because we want to listen to what Elder Scrolls has to offer. Let's go ahead and jump into this JC326, thank you so much for following the channel. Welcome. I hope you enjoy it. And let's go ahead and press ourselves on here. There we go. All right. Okay, so here's some options. And the website I'm going to be looking at here, and I should probably pull it up for you guys, is this website called ESO Head. And we'll probably switch back and forth from there. But essentially, it's one of the database sites that has awesomeness of everything. So the good thing I think about switching over to OBS is that there's going to be less lag, so we can have some assets on the screen without it lagging since we stream from the same computer. Anyways, Elder Scrolls Online. First thing we need to do is pick a race. Or we got to... Let's see what we got here. And this I may have to reboot this because I left that running overnight. So let's go ahead and fire that back up. I anticipated that problem happening because I left that up. See you, Lisa G. Keep it real, sir. You read an article that said crafting is one of the most exciting aspects in ESO. Not sure if that's a good thing. Actually, I'm not a... As long as the crafting, like, I read a little bit about the crafting, and it said, like, you can actually make as good of stuff that you can find, which makes there be a point to crafting. Lisa, enjoy work today, ma'am. All right, let's, don't ask me. We're going to talk about character names, but don't ask me why I picked Lord Mist. So this game comes out, I believe, on April 3rd or April 4th, but we have early access because we pre-ordered.
The storm is coming.
Let's take a look at this.
The scent of war swirls in the air. As the Imperial throne lies empty,
let's go take the throne.
The fate of all Tamriel rests on the strength of a common prisoner's soul.
Oh.
Evil awakens.
Gotta free that guy. That's not too
A
nice.
long-banished foe stirs. Those who would destroy Tamriel seek out dangers to their dark plot.
What the heck? There was a human sacrifice.
And so death's long arm reaches out. It is the 582nd year of the Second Era. The drums of war are sounding. This is where our journey begins.
All right. It's kind of cool. Like classic Elder Scrolls music. And I've never been overly into the lore in ESO. I like more the traditional fantasy stuff, but this is kind of cool. Not that this isn't traditionally fantasy, but I like the orcs and that kind of stuff. A little more easily identifiable than the ESO lore or the Elder Scrolls lore. See you, Waldrich. Enjoy school, sir. What do we got here? Alright, let's go ahead and make our character. So we're going to take some time to do this because I want to make sure we pick correctly here. So apparently we can play what? We play every race and every alliance. Alright, so first off, let's see Daggerfall. I'm going to check right now. They don't have a thing on what the advantages are for each of these deals. Alliance War. character. Huh. Alright. I guess, is that a Cabot? Ebonheart, Dominion. I wish it gave some, like, background for us nubs. Am I gonna be a girl? I'm not gonna play a girl character. That's not really my thing. See, we need to find some background on this. Where is this, the deals at? Yeah, so I'm actually gonna pull this up here. Let's go to. There we go. See, I don't like that. See, whenever I click off, the music goes away, which is weak sauce. It's not so much the alliances that have the advantage, but the races. Yeah, but I want to see the stories behind those, so we can pick the right person. So let's go ESO, Alliance, Factions. Anyone have a preference? Okay, here we go. Perfect. This is what I was looking for. All right, so here's the deal. Let's go to. Ebonheart consists of Nords, Dunmer, and Argonians from the northern and eastern regions. The Dominion is Altmer, Bosmer, and the Kadjit, which are the cats, south and southwest. Daggerfall is Bretons, Redguards, and Orcs. So maybe we should just go based off of race and see who we like best. Breton, the racial skills reflect their affinity with spellcraft, giving them bonuses to magic and spell resistance. Not a big fan of casting. High Elf. High Elves reflect their magical affinity by increasing their damage with destructive spells. Argonian. That guy looks kind of cool, huh? Racial skills of Argonians reflect their people's perilous swap environment, giving them bonuses to healing, restoration, and poison resistance. That Ninja Turtle shell in the back. What else we got here? Orc. What do we got? Racial skills of the Orc reflect their people's harsh mountain environment, giving them bonuses of heavy armor and health regeneration. So, if we were going to go warrior, we'd probably be an Orc here. Wood Elf. But I think I want to go an archer here. Diversified racial skills of the Wood Elves reflect their woodland affinity, improved archery, stamina, and stealth. We may be going Wood Elf here. Dark Elf. Oh, that guy looks freaking sweet. Dark Elves reflect intellect and natural agility, giving them bonuses to dual-wielding, fire magic, and fire resistance. Redguard. Let's check them out real quick. Probably won't be them. Swords Masters, bonus in shield and stamina. Kadjit, stealth. I actually wouldn't mind being one of those guys. Nord. Two-handed weapons, health, and frost resistance. So I'm thinking Wood Elf if we're going to be an archer, or Dark Elf if we're going to be like a rogue type character. Huh. So you can be any one of these in any one of the alliances? That's odd. It should say Elder Scrolls Online as the title. Alright, let's go ahead with a Wood Elf then. I'm thinking Wood Elf or Dark Elf? What if we take a Dark Elf and make him better as an archer? If we're going to be archer, let's go all the way. Alright, Wood Elf, let's do this. The title should be updated. It should say, this is what the title should say here, guys. If it doesn't say that, I'm going to hit the refresh maybe. That's what it says on my end. Alright, so we're going to make ourselves a Wood Elf character. We're just going to... Because I'm the worst at naming characters for this one, we're just going to... Oh, we can't do capital. We're just going to name ourselves for now. We're going to make some other characters. We won't call him Dan Gheesling, though. Alright, so we're going to play that empty mug. I know I got to finish this up. We got to get to our second one. I wish I had some more information on which alliance to pick. Daggerfall. Ebonheart. I don't know what the... I don't get that. What's the advantage? Is there any advantage? Or like... I'm going to read this real quick on the alliances. Yeah, I don't know why that's not updating. It should be... It says, oh, error updating broadcast. I wonder why that is. Thank you guys for the heads up on that. For whatever reason, I'm signed out of Twitch. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. It's not updating. It should be... It says, oh, error up... Alright, here we go. That's a bummer. It should have said that from the beginning. What about now? Okay, update successful. Sorry about that, guys. Alright. So let me show you guys what I'm looking at here, so you guys can see how I'm going to try and make a decision. Add window capture. There we go. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at. You know, I'm tentative to look at this, but let's go ahead and read this real quick. Let me make this a little bigger for the kids. What's up, OG sir? All right, so let's take a look. Let's read this. The Dark Elves abide in Morrowind, a harsh land, yada yada yada. Okay, so I think we have to play in Ebonheart then, huh? Let's just read these real quick. What the heck? I wish it would say in the game what's going on here. Alright, Daggerfall Covenant seeks to return to the Second Empire in a stable government. We will be happy to provide it to them as long as we rule. They are deluded and dangerous. That sounds pretty good. Ebonheart is worrisome if they manage to truly set aside the long-standing conflict between one another. Right now they are too divided for us to stand against this too long. So let's just take a look. I think we're going to go Daggerfall here. Let's see what these guys have to say about the other two. The Dominion seeks a return to elven dominance of Tamriel. Humans and orcs have been elven slaves before. That must not happen again. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm sure it matters, but I don't know how it matters for us. Daggerfall is the good guys, you think? So let's go ahead and... Should we go Dominion? Eldmary Dominion. I guess let's go Dominion. Alright, so... Whoa, that's pretty freaking badass. Alright, so we're going to be a Wood Elf. Let's go ahead and pick our class here. We want to be something that's conducive to a mage. Or, oh. What's up, Leet Gogo? Yeah, we're going to give this, the old college try here. Alright, so Dragon Knight, I did look at this. This is like the warrior type sorcerer. I think we're going to be a Nightblade. Templar. I'm guessing Nightblade is probably... Nightblades are adventurers and opportunists with a gift for getting in and out of trouble. That sounds like us. Relying on stealth, blades, and speed, Nightblades thrive on conflict and misfortune. Trusting their luck and cunning to survive. I think that's what we're going to do. But should we go Dark Elf instead? Whoa. Dark Elf, Veteran Gear, Nightblade. That we may have to go Dark Elf just because of that. Oh my gosh. Should we go dark elf or wood elf? We want to be a sorcerer, so I mean we want to be an archer. All right, let's do this. We're gonna go dark elf with. But see, we want the benefits of archery. We're gonna stick with archery. We can always make a new character here. All right, settings. I think we're good here. Oh, we want to make our face. Put novice gear. How do we face body? Okay. Man, this could take. Let's make our dude mini, muscular, and thin. There we go. That nudity. All right. The dark elf does look better. I agree, but I think we want the archery. The archery bonus. Height. Let's make our guy kind of squirrely. We're gonna make him small. Body markings. He's been through. Oh, jeez, look at that. Dang, he's in the Matrix right here. He's got that Dexter scar. Let's go. Whoa. I kind of like that. It's like let's make our guy so he's been through some stuff. Where did that one go? What, the one where he's half burned? There we go. All right. Upper body. I think that's good. Waist size, teeny. Man, this customization could be hip size. This creation screen makes you uncomfortable. There. Put some clothes on. Posterior dimensions, aka butt. We gave ourselves a big butt. Alright, that's it. What about the head? We want our guy to be tiny. How do we get rid of the face tats? Face type. Heroic and soft. Very plush. Just screaming. See, when I first played Skyrim, I literally spent 2 hours on character creation. We're not gonna do that. Alright, let's do that. I feel like you're looking at Calvin Klein. Hairstyle. We gotta mess with that. Let's see, what do we got here? We go. Ooh, that looks kind of cool. Oh, that funky. That looks like girls at a sleepover. Should we go bald here? We want our guy to be tiny. Said no one ever. We may go mohawk. I think it'll be the first time I ever go mohawk in a game. Or that, I kind of like that. Just a classic long. If we do that, we're gonna have to go facial hair. What's up, Mr. One Another? Welcome to the channel, sir. What can we have ginger hair? Go ginger hair. That's like more of a strawberry blonde. We look pretty wise there. We want to be kind of mangy. But like a dark ginger. We'll go dark ginger hair. Bald is beautiful. Go bald monk style. If we do, then we gotta have some. We're either gonna go long hair or bald. I'm leaning towards long hair right now. Where did our long hair go? There we go. Let's keep with long for right now. Alright, age. We're gonna be somewhere in the middle. Adornment. Oh, that's facial hair, huh? Oh, headband. I saw the headband. We're going headband for sure. Then we may go bald. Oh. Never mind. We gotta have hair with that headband. Okay, cool. That mullet. Small and mangy ladies, man. Alright, let's press on here. Head markings. This is where we gotta... I kind of like that. The eye black. That Braveheart moment. I like the customization. That's kind of eye blackish. I think we're gonna... Oh, wow, that goth. That goth look. Let's go, crazy one eye. I think we're gonna go eye black here, huh? What do you guys think of that? Eye black or Zippo? Our guy looks kind of badass right now. Neck size, large. Eye color, white. Oh, dude, our guy's getting... Can we zoom in on his face? Dude like that. Dude looks like a lady with that goth. Dude, he looks kind of strong and quite strong eyebrows. I don't even look angry. Oh. There we go. I think we're about good here. Maybe cut our ears down a little bit. Ear tip flare. There we go. Hide the ears. Alright, here we go. Emo Archer. They may take our lives, but never our freedom. Okay, I think we're good. He's got a ginger hue. I can maybe change the hair color. Can we go gray? I wish they had some funky hair colors. We're gonna go strawberry. Black. They may take our lives, but never our chunky sweater. I think that looks too generic if we go black hair. We're gonna go that purple. Alright, let's see what we look like on with veteran gear. It's not gonna matter when we get that. He's been through a few battles, this guy. Alright, we're good. Emo Archer doesn't kill anyone because he's not worth their time. Alright, we're gonna head in now. While we're doing that, I'm gonna pour cup number 2. Get a little pour action. Oh god, don't spill. I'm trying to do the long pour for you guys. I don't know if you guys can see it. That fresh brew. Alright. Alright, before we get started, one of the things that I did want to share with you guys, my mom bought me for Christmas, she bought me a case of these for when I travel on the road. They come in handy now. These are Almond Joy flavored creams, strong to quite strong. Alright, this will be our last cup of coffee, otherwise heads are going to explode here. You gotta go 2 creams. 2 creams for the kids, 3 creams if you're feeling saucy. Killing people too mainstream. Alright, let's go ahead and dig in here. Been waiting a while to do this. Use WASD to move.
How do you feel? Can you move?
Search the cell. Complete the quest objectives. Completing quest objectives will advance your character story. Active quests are tracked in the top right of the screen. Okay, so number 1 is to search the cell. Alright. Sweet. I want to go to 3rd person view. Whoa. That's what we look like right now, huh? Alright, let's search. What can we get here? Take the bottle. We collect bottles. Radish. Hope we can collect cheese in this game. Satchel. Aged meat. Take on feel like our sensitivity is a little deal right now. Huh. Can we adjust that? Rotation speed. There we go. Less sensitive. There we go. It's a little better. Is that more sensitive or less sensitive? No, that's more sensitive. Whoops. Alright, let's turn this bad boy down to about a 20. There we go. Cool. Talk to the prophet. Let's do this. The real question is there concept art. Hang on, I just want to rearrange the screen so I have the chat closer. Cool. Do I have coffee with my cream and sugar? Yuck, yuck, yuck. Alright. Let's talk to the prophet. He's see-through. Looks like Mel Gibson.
Slowly now. You've been through an ordeal. Take a few moments to collect yourself.
Can you guys hear that? Is it loud enough for you guys? Slowly now, you've been through an ordeal. Take a few moments to collect yourself. What is happening?
Like you, I am a prisoner in this place. Yet so much more. I am the past and the future, both. I am despair and hope. The tapestry we weave is a complex one. You cannot hope to see its pattern. Not yet.
Alright, so this is the ghost of Christmas past. What do you want from me, sir?
You must rescue me, and I, in turn, must rescue you. You must escape from this cell, take up arms, and protect yourself. Then find Lyris Titanborn.
Alright, let's go find Lyris Titanfall. Lyris Titanborn, who is that? I don't understand. Okay, so we gotta go save this dude. Go talk to him.
You there! We are escaping. Let me open your door. That's it. Quickly.
His mouth didn't move when he talked.
Guards return.
Take and equip a weapon. Alright.
Quickly, follow Urgesine.
We need a weapon here though first, sir. No weps. Alright, let's do this. Oh, someone got destroyed. We gotta find a wep here.
There are weapons in the forge beyond these cells. Arm yourself.
Alright, Garbonix, enjoy lurk mode, sir. Whoa! That Iron Maiden, get that foul hide. Can't open it. That tail, though. What's up, monkey? Gotta find some stuff here. Loot everything. Lockpick, take it. Don't be greedy. That's like telling us to be greedy. Worms and crawlers, take it all. I'm a hoarder when I play MMOs. Ectoplasm. It's cool they start you off in Terminus. Need some weps. Bottle. Probably told us where to get it. Lockpick. Satchel. Corn mash. Ingredient for crafting beverages. Take it. Ectoplasm. He told us where to get a weapon, didn't he? Oh, we gotta go in there, right?
Don't stop now. Keep moving. More guards are on the way.
Gheesling, what are you doing out here?
I am escaping this place. But since I have been here for some time, the Tall One asked me to help the newer prisoners find their way. Those who are captured will be flayed. Sadly, that will not end their torment. Soul Shriven cannot die.
Those that are captured will be flayed. I have to look up what the word flayed means. In Skyrim, you left jail 600 pounds. Who's the tall one?
Half-giant, Lyris Titanborn. She leads this uprising.
Oh, Lyris is a woman.
I do not know how or why she is here, but to the Soul Shriven, she is a gift from the divine.
What's the Soul Shriven here?
We are the vestiges of people whose souls were stolen by the God of Schemes. I dare not utter his true name in this place.
Okay.
The Soul Shriven are doomed to slavery in Cold Harbor for eternity, or at least until we are no longer useful.
Flayed means they take off all your skin. We want to avoid that at all costs. Alright, so the Soul Shriven had their souls taken. Do they all look like
The
you?
longer we remain here, the less whole we remain. Our bodies waste away, our skin shrivels, and eventually our minds twist and lose any notion of reality. The oldest of the Soul Shriven are completely insane.
Alright, so the
We call
oldest,
them pharaohs.
the people that have been shriven for a long time, they turn into pharaohs. Are pharaohs dangerous?
Oh yes, the lesser Daedra actually fear them. Pharaohs have no fear of pain or death, because that is all they know. That and eternal hunger. They will attack and eat anything they can get their claws on.
All right.
Each other.
Is there anything else? Why don't I look like the rest of you?
You will. You are a new arrival, yes? The newly arrived have more free will, more fighting spirit. But that won't last. It never does. In time, uncounted years perhaps, you will become
Pharaoh.
It is the fate that awaits us all. Eventually.
Is there anything else you can tell me?
But there is no time. You must keep moving if you want to survive.
Alright, let's keep moving. We didn't pick up a weapon yet though, so let's see what happens. Can't go in there until we pick up a weapon. Can you tell us where to get a weapon at? Oh, there we go. Two-handed mace? We don't have an option. Oh yeah, let's go. Sword, two-handed mace, ice staff. Are there daggers anywhere? Looks like that's our options, huh? There's nothing up here. Hex, what's up, sir? Alright, we're gonna go sword and shield, I guess. I would like a dagger. Two of them, to be honest. But that is not our option. Alright, take the sword. Take it. Take it. Let's take everything, huh? Sell it for the kids. That ice staff's gotta be worth something. I opens your inventory. Mouse over an item to see the item's properties. E to equip. Right click to do everything else. Alright. Let's go ahead and equip this. Basic moves. Press left mouse for light attack, hold for heavy, right to block. Advanced technique. Approach and use right and left to interrupt enemies. Alright. Have to mess with that. Alright, I think we have our sword stuff equipped, right? Alright, let's do this. You've gained a bind on equip item. Once the item is equipped, it cannot be transferred. Let's do this. Yeah, we didn't get a bow on that. That's weak sauce.
An enemy approaches. Strike it down.
Strike him. Get out of here with that. Give him a big swing. Got him. Search it. This is somewhat fun.
Any indecision becomes decision.
Is there a way to raise the characters' voices? Let me check real quick. Dialogue volume. Yep. There we go. Turn that up for you, sir. Man. Alright, let's do some more fighting here. After we loot everything. Plump worms. Foul hide. Alright, what else we got here? See you, Tattoo. Thanks for hanging out. Enjoy your day, ma'am. Alright.
Another enemy blocks the path ahead. Dispatch it quickly.
Fight the skeletal archer. Whoa. Okay, hit both buttons to interrupt them. There we go. Let's see if we can interrupt them. There we go. We want you to give us that bow, sir. Okay, that's cool. So you can shield bash them.
Are you all right? I heard fighting.
When they're in the middle of their casting or skeletal archer. Dang, I thought we'd be able to get his bow. Alright, so our level increase, open C to open the character menu and increase your effectiveness in combat. Character stats. Spend available attribute points to increase your effectiveness in combat. Health increases survivability, magic increases your spells, stamina increases your effectiveness with feats. E to commit points. Got it. I think we're gonna go stamina, huh? Title. Do not have a title yet. Stam. Determines weapon damage and weapon ability. Sprint, bash, and sneak all consume stamina. We're on stam. Alright, there we go. There are many different ways to customize your character's combat style. This is what I initially liked about the game. There's no set path. You can alter, level up different weapons. Alright, browse the different skill lines, mouse over ability, so what they can do, plus to purchase an ability. Assassination. Okay, so we can be... Wow, we can spend money in that too. Alright, let's go ahead and let's look at class. Assassination. Cleave. Deal 9 physical damage to all enemies in front of you. And bleeds 10 over 10 seconds. Unlock that. Oh, that's two-handed. We don't want that. Assassination. Deathstroke. Deals 32 damage while reducing health healing received by 50. Assassin's Blade deals 17 magic damage. Meh. Shadow. Shadow Cloak. Gives player invisibility for 2.5 seconds. See you, Pikachu. Thanks for hanging out. Siphoning. Deals 23 magic damage. Or Wood Elf, right? Armor. Can't spend it. Racial. Wood Elf skills. Archery expertise. Increase the experience with bow skill line by 15%. I like that. I'm tempted to use this. We spend it on that. Oh, we already have that. Assassin's Blade. See you, Chiz. Shadow. Or Siphon. So our guy does use magic. I think we're gonna go assassination here. Let's see what the other abilities are. Veiled Strike. Path of Darkness. Summon Shade. So we're either gonna go or Blur. Let's start with Assassin's Blade, just because it gives us an attack. Here we go. The ability you purchase has been loaded into your ability tray. Use 1 to use this ability. Got it. Here we go. Take all the lockpicks. Take all the crawlers. What is up, Lyris Titanfall?
You've got more meat on your bones than most of these poor bastards, and I see you've armed yourself. Good. I hope you've still got some fight left in you. You're going to need it.
What do you guys think of this game so far? I know we haven't got that deep into it. Who are you?
A fellow prisoner. The name's Lyris.
Lyris Titanborn. I was told to find you.
Who told you to find me?
A strange figure appeared in my cell.
Prophet. He spoke to you? What did he say?
He said our fates are intertwined, ma'am.
Ha. That sounds like the Prophet, all right. He's a prisoner here, too. It was very dangerous for him to speak to you, even for a moment. You must think you can help me.
All right. I can still hear his voice in my head. What does he want me to help you do?
Break him out, of course. Believe me, I can use all the help I can get. That blind old man is the only person alive who can help us get back home. Tamriel's a long way from here.
All right, let's get you home. Reach the Tower of Eyes. Here we go. Oh, we should be able to loot these peeps. Loot everything. All right. Bash. That looks like it needs to be mined. So much stuff to do.
We made it.
What's up, Chillwell? Welcome to the channel. Destroy a Cold Harbor Sentinel and talk to Lyris. What do you want?
Come. The Sentinels are at the top of those towers. We need to find a way up.
What are these
Magical
Sentinels?
constructs created by Molag Bal to guide his vision in Cold Harbor. The Sentinels are connected. If we destroy one, the others will be blinded.
All right.
With any luck, that will buy us the time we need
blind
to
them.
free
How
the
do we
Prophet.
destroy it?
I have no idea.
Brute force.
Brute force?
Let's
We'll find a way.
go.
We have to.
What's up, Irving? Press M to open your map. Okay, so the thing about this game, there is no mini-map that is persistent. Meaning, like, there's no mini-map we'll see on the HUD. So we're going to have to check this a bunch. Let me try this real quick. I know someone said move the chat. We'll experiment with that. See how it goes. Just put it over here for now. As long as it doesn't mess anything up. All right, here we go. Mission: ask Dan about the chat when he's not busy. I just moved it for you guys. All right, so destroy Cold Harbor Sentinel. Let's go to this way. Set destination. All right. Let's go destroy here. What is that thing? Feral. Oh, that was that death blade. Assassination increased to 2. Take the bottle here. Aged meat. You can never have too much aged meat. Sack. What do we got? Aged meat. See you, Badgie. Have a good one, sir. Thanks for hanging out. Thin broth. Take it. That guy's scary looking. Doing all the looting here instead of what we're supposed to be doing. Natural water. An ingredient for crafting level 3 potions. Take it. We're done talking to you. We're going to fight. I would like to check out third person view. After we loot this stuff. Aged meat. Wine grapes. We're going to start making wine. Oh, we just hit something that allowed us to dodge super far. Aged meat. Alright, let's go ahead. Check this way out. Flame. Natural. Biscuit.
Arcade's beard, you are good in a fight.
We did like a side dash. Oh, double dashes. Alright. Maple lightning staff. Take it. Our health is down. Can we eat? Oh, we can't eat any of that stuff. Where's consumables? Stale bread. Gonna have to eat it here. How's our health now? Alright. Mangrover, what's up, sir? Welcome to the channel. Those things explode. Yeah, we gotta watch out. Alright, let's continue to fight on here. Give him the one. To interrupt those spells. Those things explode, so why don't I stand right next to it when they explode? We need some more. Eat some more bread or something. Stale radish. Use it. Get away, get away. Alright, at least we didn't get smoked on that one. There's no persistent minimap of the direction the current task is highlighted on the compass HUD, which is pretty awesome. Oh, that's a big attack there. Assassination increased to 3. Trying to do that heavy attack. Get away, get away, get away. Homespun breeches. We equip those. Equip. We got them on. Let's do it. Equip. They're on. Alright. This game is no joke. Welcome to the channel, Ark. Stab. Get away. Oh, I see. Do you see that red? There was a red circle that said where their attack was, or where their what happens. There's that red circle that you can get out of. All right, I like that.
The sentinels are connected. If we destroy one...
Maple lightning staff. That numbness. Alright, what else we got going on here? I probably should interrupt there. Just keep standing in the fire. Alright, so we are exploring down here. This is not the way we're supposed to go. We're supposed to get on top of that mountain. Yeah, we went down here. We're not supposed to. We're supposed to go up and around. Got some experience though. There's walkers. Corn mash. Never too much corn mash. What's that? Give us all the breads. Alright, let's go where we're supposed to go now. How do we get up there? Looks like there's a pathway, huh? Amile, what is up? Welcome back. There is where we are. Okay, we gotta go straight. I thought that's where we were, but we're not. We're right there. Okay, let's do this. See if we can avoid these jabronis. That attack ready. Heavy attack. Back up. Nice. That's a good way to learn about that. The second enemies we fight, we learned that about that red ring. I think I prefer to play this game leveled up in third person. Alright, we're gonna go stamina again. How do we get to our, okay, class? We can go shadow, racial. Alright, class, we'll spend it on shadow, right? Invisibility or siphon? I think it's siphon. Or strife, which is under the siphoning. No, let's go. We want to go secret. Let's go shadow cloak. I know. I want to find a bow too. What up, Smeeds? Good to see you back. It has been a while. All right. Let's see if we can figure out how to go into. Oh, never mind. That walker is real. I want to see if we can go into third-person mode. Interface. Controls. There's got to be a way to get into third person. Hang on. First, third person is V. There we go. Okay, so this is the way we're gonna go here. We lost our bar here. It's alright. Try that invisibility. You can't see us, sir. I prefer third person for right now. I think this is the guy. Destroy it. Why did I make a no?
Quickly,
Why not?
while he's blinded, we must get to the Prophet's cell.
Oh, look how small he is. I guess I didn't realize how small he was. He's a little wood elf. It's always reach the Prophet's cell. Alright, let's go ahead and check on the map. Set destination. There we go. Alright, let's do this.
The god of brutality knows of your escape. Hurry.
Whoa! Bash him. Oh, jeez. We need to eat some bread here. Eat up. Little Mac. Alright, let's go ahead and let's go to that cell and see where this guy's at. This is the way. Yeah. PT Ariel, welcome back. My guy's really small. We made him as short as possible. Alright. Give us all the gold. Luis, welcome to the channel, sir. Alright, I think this is continuing. That's not the right way. This is the direction we need to head. How about we just use the campus on top? Squeeze through there, sir. There we go. See, the Hobbit can fit through little openings.
The door's warded. We'll never get in this way.
Look how small we are.
Damn it. Destroying the Sentinel must have triggered these wards. We'll need to find another way in. Maybe Cadwell can help us.
Alright, so destroying the Sentinel must have triggered these wards. We need to find another way in. Who's Caldwell or Cadwell?
Cadwell is the oldest of the Soul Shriven. After years of torment, Soul Shriven usually go insane and turn feral. But not Cadwell. He was already insane before he left Tamriel. Mad as a box of frogs, but completely harmless. You'll see.
Alright, so Cadwell is crazy but harmless. How can a madman help us?
Cadwell sees things as he wishes them to be.
That mug plug.
To him, Cold Harbor is a wondrous place. It's his home.
That was the end of our
And
coffee,
he knows it like
by
the
the way.
back of his hand. He's usually down by the river. Let's go find him.
He's in a van down by the river. Let's go find him. Alright, let's go talk to Cadwell. Love jumping off high things. Bone gauntlets, yes please. Ultima Online, bone gauntlets. Equip. Alright. Look at him, he looks like a hipster. I thought he had a backwards hat on.
Hello, what's this? Out for a stroll then? Lovely day for it.
He must be Cadwell. You've been waiting for new players to stream this, so this is the first time you've seen it. The graphics are good. It's fun so far. We're just slowly easing into it. Out for a stroll, lovely day. You must be Cadwell.
Sir Cadwell, yes, indeed, a pleasure. And fair Lyris, good to see you, my dear. How are you then?
We need to get inside this enclosure. The door is sealed. Help us.
Oh dear.
I'm playing a
That
wood
is
elf, Hub.
inconvenient, isn't it?
Welcome to the channel, by the way, Hub.
I happen to know another way in. Much more of a scenic route. Rather a fun little jaunt, actually, full of traps and corpses and nasty beasties filling up the bits in between.
You know another way in. Much more of a scenic way. Rather a jaunt full of traps, corpses, and nasty beasties. Alright. Let's fill it up. That wood elf is real. Because we want to make a wood elf archer. We haven't found a bow yet, though. When we do, Rap City. Alright, how do we get through all of that?
Cautiously, I expect. Watch your step, hold your nose, and do mind the traps. There'll like as not be a fair
John
dose of
Cleese?
running and skull bashing as well.
There's no coffee. Quit trying to drink it. I know it's like, I could go for probably one more cup. But it wouldn't be good. Lord Wolf, welcome to the channel, sir. Where's the entrance?
Follow the river. You'll find the door to the Undercroft at
We already
the
found
water's
that.
end. Once you're inside,
Why'd he
stick
block
to
his
the light,
face?
and you'll find a ladder that will take you right up to the Prophet straight away. Do give him my best.
All right, thank you, sir.
Best of luck. Do check in now and again, won't you?
Yeah, no problem. Tell me about yourself.
Well, there's not much to tell, is there? It's the same old pish-posh,
Pish-posh.
gallant knight, epic quests, rescued maidens. I came to this land when
That
my
mud
head was
plug.
quite unceremoniously separated from my body. Bad luck, that, but you make the best of things.
How long have you been here with your mini guitar?
Oh, quite a long time. In fact, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if I was the oldest of the soul shriven, of those who didn't go field.
didn't turn walker.
I know
That's
every
basically what
tunnel
he's trying
and
to say.
path, every nook and cranny. The others look up to me, I
Is
suppose.
he wearing a pot on his head? How do you know
Ah,
Lyris?
Lyris. Girl's as mad as sheer Gorus jammies. Heart's in the right place, I suppose. Says she's got to rescue the Prophet to save us all from eternal torment. How an old
He's
blind
blind,
man
huh?
could do that is quite beyond me.
What do you know
An
about the
imperial
prophet?
gentleman. Apparently he was once a powerful mage, but the years haven't been kind. Lyris says he knows of a path back to Tamriel. I rather think that if one existed, I'd have found it by now.
You don't think there's a
I
way to
haven't
get home?
actually given it much thought. Anything's possible, I suppose. Truth is, I've been here so long, this place feels like home. But
All right. Have a good one, sir. Have I ever played an instrument? I used to play drums as a kid and trumpet for like a minute. Both of which I was not good at. Alright, let's, we've already been there, and we're locked out of it before, but let's go ahead and go there. Pots on the head, all the rage now. Potheads, just got it. Alright, let's go this way, let's fight some peeps. Nice. Rawhide guards. What if those are better? Rawhide guards. Armor 23, way better. Sweet. Cadwell's a pothead. Let's go invisible here. You can't see us. We probably should just go invisible and then heavy attack them from the back. Take it all. Let's try that. Heavy attack. Oh, nice. You're eating cereal with soy milk. You hate your girlfriend's diet. Yeah, soy milk, you gotta get used to it. The vanilla soy milk's actually not bad. It's just that when you pour it, it's got a different color than normal milk. Let's go invisible and do the same thing here. Nice. Alright, let's continue on here. We're gonna go invisible. Oh, we took a shot on that one. We need to eat here. Consumable. Rot meth. No, thank you. Stale radish. That didn't look like a radish to me, sir. It's almost there. Here we go, the Undercroft. Not to be confused with Laura Croft. Hub, we picked a Wood Elf, not Dragon Knight, the rogue type character. I gotta learn the name. What do we pick? We picked a, where's the character classes here? We picked a Nightblade, that's what it's called. Let's call it a rogue. Control to sneak.